do if you're on a long conference call or you're talking to somebody? Like, sometimes you end up on the phone with people and you're on the phone for a long period of time.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do when you're on the phone and you have to go pee?
You just wait. I mean, I don't think I've ever had to really deal with that. But I think you take the phone with you and you leave it on mute.
You put on mute and you pee while the person's talking?
Yeah, I mean, you have to. If you have to pee that bad, but, I mean, you should be able to hold it for a couple hours while you're on that call.
A couple of hours? Who the heck wants to hold it for a couple of hours?
Back when I worked for the record company, we would be on the conference call for 3 hours.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
Well, did you pee ahead of time, or sometimes it would come up, like you'd be on the conference call and you really had to go?
It's the same time every week. You know what time it is? Pee before the call.
Right. Okay, well, that's different.
But now it's a little bit worse because it's with video.
Oh, right.
So before, you couldn't you could surf the internet, you could play on your phone, you could do all this, but now you're on video the whole time.
No, it's tough, and it's like you have to put it on mute. You can definitely, like if you're on a FaceTime call, you can suddenly like show the ceiling and then go pee. But what I hated, a friend of mine is kind of going through something right now, and he called me out of the blue to have like this long conversation that I didn't realize was going to be a long conversation. And in the middle of it, he was telling me the story. I was like, oh, I really have to go pee. So I don't like the idea of taking a phone in a bathroom. I know that men could sit in there forever on the toilet with their phones. I'm just not one of those people. I don't like having a phone in a bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so I bring it in and I put it on mute and I start to pee. And he's like, and what do you think? I mean, don't you think that this was a good idea? Am I crazy? I'm like, oh, I got to answer him. I can't just. So
when you unmute. Uh-huh.
I unmute and I stop my pee mid-pee, okay, which is not easy to do, and it's uncomfortable.
Right.
But I answer him, and I said, well, what else did you consider? I asked another question, because I figured if I gave him an answer, he needs the bigger answer, because it's a big thing that we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just go, uh-huh. So I twisted it and turned it into another question. Well, what are the things you've considered so far? Mute, and then I continued peeing. And then he finished his thought. I answered, I put it back on mute, and I flushed. But then after you flush, you have to run away because, do you know what I mean? Like, they can hear you flush. The whole thing's very confusing. It's like, so I was thinking, do I just say to him, you know what? Let me call you back. I got to pee.
Yeah, why not?
Something big is going on in his life. So I didn't want to be insensitive and go, hang on, I have to pee, because he would have said, put it on mute like everybody else.
Right.
But now he knows I'm peeing. Now, I don't want him to think about
you peeing.
Right. But, I have friends that I'll be talking to them and suddenly I will hear them peeing and then I will hear the flush. They don't care.
Yeah, that's when you stop and go, are you really peeing right now? Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that you're not trying, because some people just don't hide it. And just like, yeah, I am. Enjoy.
Now that we've discussed this, my bladder's like, excuse me? Were you talking about me?
Yeah, why is that? Because now I have to pee.